Good stuff. All right. So good morning from Beyond Limits. My name is Dr. LaGree, and we're going to share a little testimony today on how anxiety gets out of control and starts to affect the heart and the lungs and sleep and eating and just a whole complex of dysfunction. So Carlos presented with high anxiety, like anxious to the point where on May 2nd, he said he felt like he was going to die from the anxiety and the panic attacks. So there was chest pain, there was pain in the back, there was difficulty swallowing because there'd be a constricted feeling where he couldn't take any supplements or even drink water because of the constriction that would happen when he was in the midst of an anxiety or panic attack. So, and it had been going on for quite some time, and Carlos wanted to get to the root cause and actually find out how he could heal himself with the proper root cause approach. So let's talk about you came in on 5/2. Today it is the 15th of June. So 6 weeks approximately these changes have taken place. So and Carlos underwent neurofeedback. So he began to just show up at the office and do the simple thing, which is just begin neurofeedback treatments where you sit in a chair and we begin to use very low amounts of energy to calm the brain and pull it out of fight or flight, sympathetic lock or dominance, and begin to put it in more parasympathetic, which means rest, repair, digest, and calmness. So to bring the body out of fight or flight. And in a very short time period, 12 visits, we began to really make breakthrough, incredible fast breakthroughs. So did how's the anxiety feeling now? Is it?
It's feeling I feel better than, to be honest with you. I feel back in the days when I first came, I was feeling like it was my last day every day. So to be honest with you, I can drink, I can eat, I can take a shower without fear. So thank God, thanks to you, I feel way better.
Yeah, I remember when you told me even when you get home, and of course there's a lot of life in the family, but it would trigger you would trigger, right, around the family and stuff.
Yeah, you was talking to me and I didn't even put attention to you. I wanted you to do something quick, right away.
Yeah.
The first day I came, I don't know if you remember, I was so desperate. You was talking to me, listening to me. I had nobody else do that, but I was like, okay, I appreciate that, but I was just desperate. Now I'm more calm. When I had my kids at the house too, it was a nightmare. If they cry or something, I was so desperate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was severe desperation to get rid of the craziness where it felt. What did it feel like in the heart area, when it would really trigger?
It's where the panic attack. It's like if I couldn't breathe one time, if I couldn't catch my breathing, it was like it's where the panic start, you know.
Mhm.
Desperation, like a pain in the chest,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, make you do a lot of crazy things like research on Google, like trying to go to the ER, emergency.
How many times did you go to the ER?
I didn't end up. Well, yes, I ended up once this year, but they really didn't say anything to me. You know, they just gave me an inhaler,
Okay.
and that was it. And they didn't even check on me. I got more desperate. They didn't listen to me. They were just, oh no, it's not that. I'll give you an inhaler. That's it. So yeah.
And the symptoms, like after they gave you the inhaler, thinking that was going to work, what was it like after, after that?
Well, I mean, they gave me some type of medication, Xanax. I don't know what it was,
Okay.
but they gave me some type-
Celexa?
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I mean, it's just side effects, you know. I mean, at the beginning I feel good, but then it's like more doses on inhaler, more doses, and it's too much, you know, for my lungs.
Right.
It wasn't really helping, to be honest with you. It wasn't
Right.
really helping like that.
And yeah, so you came in, and 6 weeks later, there was dramatic. I remember the dizziness. There was dizziness, and
Well, after, was it about 6 visits, you were able to swallow capsules and food at nighttime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a huge change.
It was
You
a
could start
huge
eating
thing.
dinner
Yes,
again.
I used to not eat at all. Like maybe a little bit of water, and go back to the bed and trying to sleep. You know, because I was so panicked. You know, like that panic attacks me like more. You know, often. 6 weeks ago, and now it's like trying to ignore it. Just I feel more relaxed. You know, I feel like I can handle it now. I mean,
yeah, the home life is like less trigger ability and reactivity
Yes.
with the kids and
Yes.
stuff. Like,
yeah, it's like I didn't even. Sometimes my 1-year-old, I didn't even shower her because I was so afraid if I left her there without clothes and something happens to me. I was just thinking all the time something would happen to me. Something would happen to me. I needed to have company, like an adult, so they can call the ambulance if something happened to me.
right.
Yes, it was so bad. It was just too much in my head, you know. My brain.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like when the brain gets so out of balance, and the body can't come out of that loop.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I wasn't even able to drive. I was just so afraid to
forgot
drive.
that.
Like, couldn't go nowhere because if I go to the store, even if it was closed, oh, something's gonna happen to me there. They're not gonna find. And how they will know if I go to the store, nothing will happen to me. It was just a lot of stuff in my mind.
like you felt like maybe you would die or something.
Yeah, like all the time. It's just like if I go to the store by myself and if I die over there, I was just thinking about dying all the time. You know, it just was here all the time, every day.
Yes. Oh yeah. When the imbalances get severe, like it, the biochemistry of the body gets so imbalanced, like in the gut. Where the neurotransmitters are made, like to have a good, calm, focused state, your dopamine, your serotonin, the neurotransmitters that make normal operation, calm operation, just the way you're supposed to be when you're in normal human functioning. When that stuff gets so out of balance, the way to calm it down super quick is just to actually come in and get on the neurofeedback machine and to take the human out of that emergency fight or flight state, calm everything down, make peace in the brain, and then peace starts to happen below that as we got to see the throat would open up for normal like food, normal eating. It would no longer be in massive constricture, or like the heart being in that sympathetic fight or flight state. So you calm the brain down, it calms the throat area down, it calms the heart down, it calms the pain in the back, and you begin to get your edge back again, so you can return to a normal functioning state. And you can do this without medication. Like, God didn't leave you hanging, and it all have to be where meds are the only option, because that is not the case. The power of God inside the body can heal when you remove interference to it and you improve the natural innate function. So that is an option for you guys. It's not if you want to get to the root cause of the issues, of the malfunctioning issues of the organs, of the brain, of the whole system, there's other natural alternatives, holistic, natural alternatives that don't have side effects and that work very, very quickly. We're talking, within a matter of 6 days. Did you feel hopeful? Like in the first, week, did you begin to believe that things could be different when we started to do the neurofeedback?
Oh, yes.
And what was that like? When you're like, oh my gosh, I can start to go down a different path, a different avenue, and feel normal? Or
Yes, I don't know if you remember, I told you, it was different, I think it was my first or second visit with you.
It was the very first visit of neurofeedback. And I was like, I want the machine to prove itself to you. So I was like, because I want you to have hope. I don't want you to believe us.
No, yeah, I felt the difference there. I mean, I was happy. I don't know, it was just different.
Yeah, hope is amazing.
I thought it was no hope. That's what I used to think. I mean, I was crying sometimes, just telling my family goodbye. It was sad.
And how old are you?
32.
32. That's crazy that a human body can get so far out of balance at a young age, and be at where you think you can't go to the store because what if I die? Or what with my family, will they know, like you were saying earlier, if they don't know that I'm here and something happens to me?
It was really bad.
Yeah, anxiety and panic attacks are very, very serious and very, very scary. So there are options. There is hope. And it can, in the natural world, things can happen fast. Like, you can get the proof that you need. And that's why I've seen it time and time again, where in the first couple of visits, they come back after the first neurofeedback visit and they're like,
Yes.
You get the proof. It's not what we're saying. You get the results. Your body starts to come back online, normal functioning. So this is this goes on all the time, every single week in the office. This is this is not treating or curing anxiety or any of that. This is calming, relaxing the body down, the brain down, and then normal functioning starts to come back online. And so it's basically, God didn't leave you without the ability to heal yourself. Like the original principles of healing were that you have the power to heal. You are empowered. It doesn't come from the outside. Like your ability, you heal yourself. The humans are capable of healing themselves. You just gotta have some of the right tools and things to make that happen. So this is awesome. 6 weeks later, we have several changes. So I think that's the most important thing we wanted. What's that?
Does he have a message for it?
Oh yeah,
the
for the Spanish
people?
community. Yeah, for sure. Like what would be like some of the message you'd want to share with someone who doesn't speak English? Like as like Spanish community.
You want me to say in Spanish?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bueno, chavos, mi nombre es Carlos y les quiero decir, si se sienten con ansiedad o con algún problema en la mente, ustedes vengan a buscar ayuda. Si hay esperanza. La verdad, uno siente que no hay esperanza, pero sí hace mejor tu vida, tu familia, todo te sirve de mucho, la verdad. No se dejen caer, no pierdan las esperanzas. En verdad, busquen ayuda y sí la hay, la verdad. Se lo digo de corazón. English too, or no?
Yeah.
Hey, no, that's great, man.
Yeah.
We're
You
so
can say it in
we're so
English
glad
too,
you're
if you
doing better.
Like if they want to get help, there's hope. You think there's not, but there is hope. That's what I tell them. They can get help.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's possible. Thanks, Carlos. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
sharing your story, man.
Thank you for all you have done for me. Thank you, Juanita,
Yes.
too.
Yeah, Juanita, she's always in there helping the people and really making the connections and just giving them hope. So
No, really. Thank you for all the help. No.
yeah, our pleasure, man. This is what we live for. This is what we come to serve. So good stuff.